Welcome to the south of France. If you've missed my last couple of videos or you're completely new to the channel, welcome. My name is Hawkins. I'm a traveling singer-songwriter and I'm currently here in the beautiful city of Marseille. The reason that I'm in France right now is because I just finished up a month-long artist-in-residence program in Canet-en-Roussillon where I got to spend a month writing songs by the beach. It was incredible, I had an amazing time, and if you want to check out videos from that experience, you can find them on my channel. But for now, we are in Marseille and I am here with my good friend Geraldine, who you may recognize if you saw my videos from Dublin or from Malta. We are starting off our trip here in Marseille with a free walking tour. It is one of my favorite ways to see a new city. And the first stop is Cathédrale la Meilleure. As you can see, this cathedral is a very special one, not just in its style, but also in its story. So this cathedral is very, very recent. It was built in the 1800s, which for Europe is a very recent cathedral. And what's really interesting is that if you look over there, you can actually see the remains of the original cathedral that was here that were replaced with the newer cathedral that is here today. Our tour guide just told us that this space that we're in right now is actually the oldest square here in Marseille because the city was actually founded back in 600 BCE by the Greeks. So this was their agora, their marketplace. But the way he said that was...
Look at he was pointing, right?
He was pointing to the ground and he said, this is the oldest square in Marseille. So Geraldine thought that he meant...
This was the oldest square in Marseille. But no, this is the oldest square in Marseille.
Ivy and vine, poison and wine.
The neighborhood that we're now walking through is called Le Panier, and there's tons of street art and bright colors. It's really, really beautiful.
It's just a matter of how you choose to waste your time.
We finished up our walking tour. It was a nice way to see a little bit of the city before it started raining. I don't know if you can hear that on camera through the open window here, but it is in fact raining. It's not gonna get in our way though. We are going out to dinner and we have found a circus-themed Italian restaurant. And that's all I'll say. We're gonna go check it out.
We're on a mission.
Cranberry juice, old paper news. If it's all the same, then tell me what is the use? Red uptown trains, boring holes in their brakes.
We are catching the most glorious sunset here at the Old Port. It's been a very successful first day here in Marseille.
Holes in the wall, can't really see it all. It's more than a walk down a hollow hall.
It is day 2 here in Marseille, and while we do have some sunshine today, we're not quite sure what's happening because it's quite windy. So our plan had been to visit Château, which is one of the must-see things here in Marseille, but unfortunately we read online that the boat is not actually running to that island. So we're gonna try and see if there are other boats to other nearby islands that we can figure out. But we don't know if any of that's gonna be possible because apparently the waves are really strong because of the wind. So we'll find out together what we're doing today. We managed to buy tickets to Les Îles Frioul, so we're gonna have to do some research when we get there, but at least we're on a boat.
On a boat.
Ivy and vine, paper cut lines. This kind of sight, it robs ordinary people blind.
We are here walking along this gorgeous path. We are on the island of Château, and there are actually 4 islands that make up Les Îles de Frioul. You can see Château just over my shoulder, which is one of the other islands. It is beautiful and the views just couldn't be better.
Birdies and bees, clean bruise-free knees. They've never had to bow down to gravity.
Despite the wind, we couldn't resist. The water looks too enticing. We're going in.
Bed of town trains, boring holes in their brains, waiting for a gaze to make a change. Holes in the wall, can't really see it all. It's more than a walk down a hollowed hall.
Good morning. It is our last day here in Marseille, so we have a couple more hours of sightseeing to fit in. Unfortunately, the boat is still not running to Château today because of weather conditions, but we feel like we kind of got to see it yesterday, even if it was just from the outside. So we're moving on, and we have a different sightseeing agenda for the day, starting with breakfast, and then we are going to go visit Basilique Notre-Dame de la Garde, which is a beautiful cathedral up on a hill here in Marseille. We have made it here to the very windy Basilique Notre-Dame de la Garde, and look at this view. Right there is the island where we were yesterday. We are here taking full advantage of this incredible panoramic view of Marseille, but I have to say, the inside of the Basilica, it is so incredible. It's really unlike any church I've ever seen before, so if you're in Marseille, I highly recommend a visit. St. Victor Abbey, which dates back to the 3rd century. So we're going to check it out, and I've heard that there's a really fascinating crypt that you can visit.
It's not a matter of taste, not a matter of saving space. What you promise to change will never change, never change. Every time you unwind, every time you close your eyes, you're falling behind. You're falling behind.
We are back here at the Old Port to unfortunately say that our super fun trip to Marseille is coming to an end. Geraldine is headed back to Ireland, and I am headed to my next location here in France, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. And of course, you can find all my previous videos from France, including from my artist residency, on my channel now. If you liked the music in this video, it is of course one of my original songs, which you can find anywhere you get your music online or linked in the video description. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.